So, I recently just said it, how it's like a trend that's been becoming popular of men allowing the women that they're with to do a bunch of crazy stuff. And anytime that they might want to express their discomfort with whatever's being done, they're dogged out by essentially everybody and calling them insecure and saying that they're trying to control people and do all this stuff. And as I just get done talking about one situation, another one pops up. Now, I'm not talking about this stuff necessarily for the surface level drama that it entails. Really, it's about the bigger problem that goes beyond what a lot of people are talking about. I'm pretty sure by this point, everybody has seen KeKe Palmer and the pictures and the videos that were put out of her with Usher and the outfit that she was wearing. I'll put it up. I might have to bleep it out, but if I do, it's essentially her in the see-through outfit with her ass out. She's at some Usher concert, and Usher is notorious for having these concerts, singing the same song that he's been singing for the past 15 years, and inviting some random woman on stage or inviting a celebrity to the concert, and then he's just kind of doing his thing, right? Maybe they're bumping up against each other, and then they take turns singing the song. He'll sing a couple bars, and then he'll pass the microphone to them. It's weird to me, but I'm not a woman, so maybe it's not for me to see the appeal, but that's what happened here. KeKe Palmer was at one of these Usher concerts wearing this outfit where you can see a lot. Now, her partner slash boyfriend or whatever, they have a child together. So from the outside looking in, I think that their relationship might be a lot deeper than them just being boyfriend and girlfriend, right? They have a child together. So, and they're still partners to everyone else's knowledge. So, at least me, I wasn't surprised when he came out and said that he had a problem with it. He made a tweet talking about how he wasn't down with her outfit and that she's a mother and essentially how she's a representation of their relationship and how he wasn't down with what she was wearing, especially in the setting that she was in. Now, this is her partner and the father of her child, and chances are the only reason that I'm on here talking about it is because he got dragged for saying that. Every single pop culture account that I saw that tweeted about it, or every single news article that I saw that made comments about it, they all described it in the exact same way, which is KeKe Palmer's boyfriend or KeKe Palmer's partner shames her outfit publicly, I might add. They made sure to put that in there. KeKe Palmer's boyfriend publicly shames her outfit. It would be tweets like this. KeKe Palmer shares photos of herself at the Usher concert following her boyfriend's public rant, shaming her outfit choice. I saw like so many of these. And the funny thing that I caught on was that any time that I saw this type of tweet that was from like some generic pop culture website or something like that, they only posted a picture of the front of KeKe Palmer. In this tweet, it's just the front side of KeKe Palmer. That's it. So this lets me know that they know that there's something inherently wrong with what's going on because they won't even post the picture of what he actually had a problem with, was the backside of her, because you can see everything. And all of these accounts are responding to this tweet that he posted, which he quoted a tweet. The original tweet says, Usher serenades KeKe Palmer. Heart emoji, all this stuff. And then he responds to the tweet and said, it's the outfit though. You a mom. He followed it up with saying, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. To no surprise, all of these people came and just straight dogged this man and defended KeKe Palmer like they know her. This one person tweeted out saying, he's sexist, controlling, and forgets his place in this world. She's the breadwinner. She's the one with the fame and clout. He's just a guy who wants to control her. Someone else said, men are so jealous of partners that are more successful than them. Plus, this is why I always advocate to never as a woman get in a dynamic like this. Someone else said, in my honest opinion, the problem is that most men have implemented a twisted concept of gender roles, which allows them to disrespect and devalue women. So their baddie is simply someone who meets their desires instead of a woman who respects herself while also being an equal partner. And that wasn't even 1% of it. Like I said, I saw hundreds, maybe thousands of those But that's like just a general idea of how this man got dragged for not wanting the mother of his children and his partner to have all of her goods on display, especially when you're at an Usher concert. Like, this man Usher is known for like being up there with women and they're doing their thing. Like, that's probably not pleasant for the man that you are with to like go on the internet and see that. But it's been twisted to make it seem like somebody like him is insecure or is trying to control this woman. Because by the way these people are responding and defending KeKe Palmer, it'll make you think that this man tweeted out that she shouldn't have gone, or that I don't allow her to leave the house, or any of that stuff. All he tweeted about was the fact that he had an issue with her outfit. And contrary to popular belief, there's some merit to that. Number one, you are allowed to have standards in a relationship. That goes for men and women. That's not just a man thing trying to control women. No, women can have standards and expectations, and they can express their disdain when those are not met. That has nothing to do with controlling. You guys are partners. Ideally, you should be on the same page about what you expect from each other. And if somebody steps out of line, you are well within your rights to express your frustration. And I know I saw some people that were mad because he did it publicly. I'll get to that in a second. But the reason why it's important to express your frustration is because of this point, right? That being attention. I saw so many people in like the replies tweet about how she's not doing it for attention and she's just doing it because it's what she wants to do, and she just had a kid, so she wants to feel confident in herself and she's only doing this for her. I saw so many people saying that, and it is one of the most annoying things ever, because operating with that mindset is the quickest way to derail a relationship or to wake up and you're 56 and you're single and not by choice. I know a lot of people like to front and be like, oh, there's just not enough good men out here and I'm single by choice because I don't got my time to deal with these people. Chances are that's a lie, and that people like that just can't find good relationships because they don't know how to operate within one. People who say that they want to dress like this because they just want to do it for them, or they want to post pictures on Instagram that shows everything just for them, it's a lie. Because if it was just for you, you wouldn't feel the desire to put it out to everybody, to get all of that affection, the likes, the comments, the compliments. That makes people feel good. So if you post a picture of yourself on Instagram and everything is hanging out, especially when you're in a relationship, and then you want to pull the, oh, I just did it for me. Why didn't you just take a picture and leave it in your camera roll? Why does it have to go on Instagram? What is the sole purpose of posting something on Instagram? It's to get likes, it's to get engagements, it's to get people talking about you. So it's not really adding up where you do that, but it's only for myself. Okay, leave it in your camera roll or send it to your partner. Why does the rest of the world have to see it? And that has nothing to do with control. No, we used to have standards in the world, right? But now people are just liberated and they feel inclined to move however they want, but they still want to have a healthy relationship. That does not work. Those two do not exist in the same realm. You can't just do whatever it is that you want, but then expect to come home to a partner who's going to be down for all of your extracurricular activities. So once again, if you're doing something just for you, why does it have to be all out there? Why not just do it for you genuinely? It's the exact same thing with wearing an outfit like this. She was going to get compliments regardless of what she wore. She's a beautiful woman. But those compliments 10x when everybody can see everything. And this woman tweeted about it and she hit it right on the head. She said, at some point, you as a woman gotta love a man more than you love attention from other men. And I'll just add one more thing. Other random men. We post stuff on social media. The people who are liking it, commenting on it, is great. It's cool that they're interacting. But chances are we don't know these people personally. So that same concept applies when you go to a concert, especially when you're a celebrity. You don't know these people. So the fact that you are dressed in a certain way, most likely to get attention from a bunch of people who you don't know, is wild, because then it makes it look like you're disregarding the boundaries of the person whose attention you should only be concerned about, like only them. You shouldn't necessarily care about what other people think and then internalize that to dictate the decisions that you make going forward, like what picture you should post or which outfit you should wear. But man, this is how it happens, right? These women out here saying that there's no good men, right? I get it can go both ways, but I hear it a lot. How men ain't, you know what, and men ain't this and men ain't that. It's so many saying that it's not good men out here, right? I keep seeing it, right? Jonah Hill's under fire because he's being labeled a misogynist now, because he didn't want his, I guess, I don't know if they're still together, but former partner wearing certain stuff when she was in certain environments, right? Now, clearly, we can't get into the nuances of these people's relationship because we're on the outside looking in, right? But people looking at these relationships as models for how they should live their life is very problematic, because you're going to go into a relationship with a man and you're going to think, oh, KeKe Palmer does whatever she wants, or this other woman does whatever she wants, so that means I should be able to do whatever I want. And then if this man tries to put boundaries in place, or he makes it known he doesn't want me to wear this or do that or whatnot, well, I can call him insecure or a misogynist, and then I can go out and I can do whatever I want. But circling back to the point I made earlier about people talking about how they didn't like the fact that he made it public or whatever, representation is what's at stake right now. Right? When you are in a relationship, you are representing the relationship. When you go out into the world, especially when you're not with your partner, right? You have to handle yourself in a way that favorably represents the relationship. What she did was public. Now, I'm not for a tit for tat thing. When you do something to me, I'm going to do something to you. No. But she went to an Usher concert. It's no secret that is going to be publicized. There are cameras and people are going to record and take pictures or whatnot. You went out into the public dressed like that, and then you have this man Usher doing whatever he's doing, another man at that. But people are pissed that her partner tweeted something about it. Now you could say, oh, maybe they talk about it when they get home or whatnot. Ideally, that should be the way to do it. But with this rise in liberation, especially sexual liberation, and this popular trend to sidebar any male concerns, and then to throw all these stupid names out at them like insecure, misogynist, all these things like that, sometimes it's necessary to kind of make it known, right? That, hey, I'm not down with this, and this should put everybody on notice that if you want to get into a relationship, especially if you're the type to be like, it's no good men out here, then maybe rethink how you do things. A man telling you his expectations ideally is not controlling. And once again, I've talked about this before about how people, they'll take anomalies or they'll take the minority of cases and try to attribute it for the majority. A lot of people do that with abortion. Now, this is not a pro or anti-abortion debate. That's not the point. The reality is that anytime that I see an argument for abortion, 8 times out of 10, it's the person talking about, well, what if it's rape and incest? As unfortunate as those situations are, those account for like 1 to 2% of abortion cases. The rest of them is just, I had a consensual encounter with somebody, I got pregnant, but I don't have enough money, or the baby daddy and the woman don't have a good relationship, or she just wasn't ready to be a mother yet and it was an accident. So trying to take the 2% and account it for the 98% is a flawed argument. We can still acknowledge that the 2% exists, but if that's your basis for an argument, it's real shaky. And when you come up against somebody who knows how to talk, I mean, that foundation is going to crumble real quick. It's the exact same thing here. Where, yes, there are relationships in which men are abusive and they're actually controlling. They might tell you when to eat. They might not let you leave the house. You can't go on trips. You can't do this. You can't do that. But I'm fairly confident to say that the vast majority of men are not like that. There are a lot of good men out there who just have boundaries, and it's twisted as they're trying to control people. And that's not true. It's wrong. But once again, that's how you end up 56 and single, and you have been diluted to thinking that that's a choice instead of it being a reality caused by your inability to operate in a healthy relationship. No one's saying you got to be dressed head to toe in a turtleneck, long sleeves, 2 pairs of pants, moon boots, and a football helmet, but at the exact same time, there's no reason to have your ass out, especially when you're in a relationship. And then to turn it on this man and call him insecure and to try to assess that he's trying to control this woman, what, because he's not the breadwinner? Get out of here, bro. But if you look at a lot of these people or you ask them, what's your relationship status? Chances are they're either single or they're in a really unhealthy relationship. And that's being saturated to the world. A lot of these celebrities who people look up to, guess what? They're rapping, they're singing, they're in movies talking about F these dudes and there's no yada, yada, yada. And then they go home and they're getting cheated on by the man that they're with. So they're diluting the world into thinking that just go out and be free and do whatever it is that you want. And there's a couple rappers in mind that I'm thinking about, but I'm pretty sure I don't have to name drop because we know who they are. So they're not even realistically standing on those so-called principles of just being outside and doing whatever it is that they want. They know that that sells, but the everyday person can't afford to operate like that. Because when they operate like that, they're not getting $1 million check for it. No, that's just their life. And then they're ruining it because they're listening to all of these celebrities who walk around with no clothes on and clearly expressing little to no respect for their relationship. Now, this is no shade to her. I love her as an actress. Obviously, I watched her growing up in a bunch of movies, so it's weird to me that I don't even think she's 30 yet, right? That's how long she's been in the game. So she is fantastic at what she does, but that does not discard the fact that this woman, at least to our knowledge, is in a relationship with a man who clearly has boundaries, and they also have a kid. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to stand on those boundaries to ensure that the respect is maintained within your relationship. So please, for the love of God, do not let these celebrities or these influencers dupe you into thinking that just behaving any kind of way in a relationship is cool. And then if your partner, specifically your man, is not down with it, well, he's a controlling, misogynistic, insecure bigot who just doesn't like women and just wants to control everything. And fellas, it's okay to have boundaries. Set them, right? This goes for everybody, but we're talking about the men right now and how they're all insecure because they say that they don't want something to happen. But it's okay to have boundaries. And if you set them and your partner's not down with them, I mean, it might be time to bounce. So if you plan on going to an Usher concert anytime soon, especially when you are in a relationship, please be mindful about what you wear, because trust and believe that dude has the eyes of a hawk when it comes to spotting women who he deems attractive and or who might not have any clothes on. So just be mindful of that, because if not, your boy might be ready to sign them papers.